Rose here. Today we are going to make some pot scrubbers. And what we're going to need is, for this, I use this yarn bee, and it is in the color bright pink. Got this on clearance at Hobby Lobby last year. I wish I knew exactly when they did that, but I feel like it's going to be sometime in the summer. They're going to be clearancing out stuff. So I'm going to be doing it in this color. And you'll need your scissors, a tapestry needle, your eye 5.5 millimeter. Actually, you don't need a stitch marker on this one. If you want to measure your end product, get a tape measure. And if you need to count your rows, one of those. And that is it. So we'll just get started on this and see you here in a minute. All right, so what we're going to start with, we're going to do a slip knot. Pull it up. And what we're going to start with is we're going to single crochet, make a chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're going to chain 1, which makes it 9. And now we're going to start row 1. And we're just going to put a single crochet in each chain across. And we should have 8 single crochets at the end of this row. The good thing about this Scrubbie yarn is that it really is easier to see these chains. Okay, just make sure 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, and now we're going to chain 1, turn, and on this row, this is optional if you want to sew your tail in at the end, but I'm going to just pick it up. I'm going to put it in my hook in that first chain, pull that up, and I'm going to just keep my tail with me. And then again, we're going to do single crochets all the way down with a total of 8 single crochets at the end of this row as well. I tried doing this with the H hook, but it's definitely easier. It's doable, but it's just, I mean, even with the I hook, I keep slipping out of it. So I decided just to go with the I hook. Could probably even do the J hook too. All right, so this is what we have. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to chain 1 at the end of every row. I'm going to turn. And then we're just going to keep on doing this for 20 rows. Okay, so you go ahead and do your 20 rows, and I will just meet you back here. All right. Okie dokie. I'm back. I've got this curvy thing. And so what I did is I've got it turned over on the back side, and I'm going to count my rows. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And just in case anybody's interested, measures about almost 7.5 inches. So you get around that size. And this is really optional because we're going to fold it in half. So you can do it if you want it longer. You can continue to do rows or whatnot. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to cut off about 2 feet that down. And then you're going to decide what side you want. Honestly, I don't think it really makes a difference. So I'm just going to fold it in half. When I made my first one, I just did like this, but I really didn't like it. So I was like, just keep adding rows. Let's make it bigger. Let's yarn up our needle. And just kind of manhandling it a little bit. And I'm going to go that's that knot. I'm just going to go next to it. This is actually that beginning row. So it's going to be these top, I'm going to just go under these top loops here. Okay. So I'm going to go under 2 on the back side, and I'm going to just go under 1 in the front. And I'm going to do the whip stitch. So I'm going to just, sorry, let me move this so I can keep, not like keep coming out of frame. 2 on that side, 1 on that side. Okay. 2 on the side. And then this is what we're going to do. We're just going to sew this down. I'm going to keep checking myself to make sure I don't have any accidents. And then I will just meet you at the end of this. Okay, so we're at the corner here, and there's just this little thing, so I'm going to just get in there. And now we're on the side. And this is probably definitely one of those that it seriously doesn't matter. So I'm just going to pick up anything that I want. There's no counting. There's not anything. We don't have to line up any of the stitches. Just picking up 1 loop on each side. I am trying to keep it somewhat straight, but as far as the stitches I pick up, it's probably the most forgiving thing I've done. Okay. So this, you don't have to worry. We'll just cinch all this up. Whatever pokes up that we catch our eye on, just grab it. Okay. As long as you're not making a big, making it really super crooked, just try to keep it as flat as possible is really the only advice I can give on that, I think. Okay. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to worry about this edge here because it's already done. So I'm just going to poke in here. I'm going to just poke in here, and then I'm going to reach in here and grab that needle and pull it out. This Scrubbie yarn is so pretty. It's not forgiving on your hand, though. Have you figured that out yet? I couldn't sit and make a bunch of these, that's for sure, in a row. All right, so now we've got that edge. So now I'm just going to make sure it's as flat as possible and not too crooked. And then just going to do the same thing. Just pull that tight to the side for a minute. Get to this edge as close to that edge as I can. Start And as far as spacing goes, I'm just kind of doing a normal spacing. I'm not doing anything too gappy. So like, just like when we would be normally sewing. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. If you want to just poke through some of these too, that's fine too. Like I just did that a second ago. I didn't get under the whole loop, I just poked through it. Okay, so now we're at the end. And I'm just going to pick up, it's just that knot there at the end. And catch it with my finger, slide under there. And I think I'm going to do another knot. Catch it with my finger. Seems to knot really well. I mean, that's really fast. I mean, I'm probably going to still edit it, but it's like 7 minutes and 50 minutes, 7 minutes and 50 seconds right now. So now, since we knotted it off, I'm just going to poke it in here and just take it out. Before I give these away, I'll be using them myself. So, how about that? Actually, that one's, no, they're about the same size. How great are these? This really scrubs really well. I'd like to do a comparison of this and that fuzzy one that we did the cactus with, because I know that fuzzy one works really well. So, okay. So here you go. Make yourself some of these. Make them for your friends and your family and your neighbors. And I will catch you in the next one. I'll get started on a tutorial for that round one and get those up. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you very much. I really do. And I will catch you here in a little bit. Bye.